welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. My co-host right here is Mr. JK Kyle Heath. We basically took like a week off to kind of get a breather. It was 4th of July weekend. I got to see some awesome fireworks. I'm sure you got to do a lot of stuff. But before we get into it, if this is your first time listening, we pretty much cover gaming industry related news. So new and upcoming games, technology innovation, stuff like that. For this week, we're going to talk a little bit about how Krafton, who are the makers of Subnautica, a very successful game, they are delaying Subnautica 2 ahead of a $250 million payout. Three executives from Ubisoft have been convicted of sexual and psychological harassment, so we're going to dive into that. There was also a bunch of cancellations that came through over the last week or so of Microsoft essentially canceling Perfect Dark and Everwild. I'm super bummed about Perfect Dark. I was looking forward to that, to be honest. And the last one is apparently now you can buy in-game DLC and pay it off later within the game. So we'll dive into that, get some hot takes, hopefully. But before we do, Kyle, how you been, dude? What have you been up to?
I've been chilling, man. You mentioned we took a week off. 4th of July stuff. I didn't do any.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't really like go and see like fireworks or anything. There's people around like my neighborhood and stuff that were doing fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the most part, like one of my roommates had off of work, so it was kind of one of those things that I had off of work, so it was kind of just whenever he got off, like kind of early afternoon, I was just like, let's just like hit up a bar or something. So I went to a bar for a little while.
Cool.
Had a couple drinks, and then we went and did a little bowling and threw some darts and stuff. And I just like, I don't know, man. We just kind of just like chilled out
Very
most
cool.
of the day and just kind of did that. It was a lot of fun. Good to spend time. That was pretty much my 4th. It kind of wasn't too much else. I don't know, the next day I had to get my car serviced and everything, so it's kind of just like had fun that day. And the next day I was like, all right, let's see how much money I'm gonna have to blow on my car.
Fair.
So yeah, there's that. I mean, outside of that, I did get some gaming in. Really
What'd you
dove
play?
deep into Mass Effect. Like I said, I've been playing.
Nice.
Played that a few times on a few other occasions recently. I decided to sit down. I had it was like Sunday. It was pretty much an extra day since I had the long weekend. So I was like, I don't want to do anything but just like play Mass Effect. I was like, it's been a while since I've just like sat down, just like not cared about anything else and just played a video game all day. So that's exactly what I did. So I played Mass Effect 1, ended up finishing it, started Mass Effect 2. Originally, I was like, I'll just play a couple hours Mass Effect 2, just kind of see kind of how the game is. And then before I knew it, I was like 6 hours in, and it was like 11 p.m. And I was like,
nice.
I should probably go to bed soon. So
That's so cool.
but yeah, that was the main game I played, Mass Effect 1, 2. So I don't know, I'm excited to get back in. Definitely will be playing some more this weekend, I think. Trying to get further along. But I realized too, when I was playing Mass Effect 1, how quickly I had finished the game. I think like the average kind of playtime was somewhere, I think people normally clocked, I think it was like 15 to 16 hours around there, maybe 17. It was like the typical runtime I saw online. But for me, I finished the game in like 12, 13 hours. And I like after I finished and rolled credits, I was like, I realized in that moment there was a lot of side stuff I just didn't do. I think I maybe did like one or two smaller side quests. But like most of the side quest stuff I just didn't do. Kind of just like mainlined the story for the most part. And I missed out on a lot of dialogue, and there was also like romance with certain like companions and characters that you could like mess around with and stuff that I just like didn't do. It's like after I beat the game, I spent a little time just kind of looking up like what are some of the quests I missed? What are some like the opportunities to romance some of your crew and stuff like that? I was curious about all that, so I just kind of looked most of that up afterwards. And I was like, dang, like I could have done this and this, and I did like it was like a lot. I was like, I may have to go back at some point and like actually like do the side stuff. There's a lot I just didn't do, so that was pretty funny. And then started 2, but like this one, I'm really enjoying the game so far, but I'm also like taking time to make sure I like actually try to explore more than just the main story in this one. So that's the goal for sure. But yeah, dude, it's an interesting story so far. So I could see why there's like a lot of people that love this franchise because it's a solid story. So I am excited to continue playing. Outside of that, I think I got a little bit of Smite in, just a little bit. It wasn't as bad as the last session I had. Last session I had was pretty rough. This one we got some wins. Wasn't that bad.
Good.
So
yeah, because I think you told me you went on like a crazy losing streak.
Yeah, it was really bad last session. I don't know what it was. We're just going against some like sweaty tryhards, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, they threw you in the unemployed lobby.
Pretty much, dude.
That's
It's
I
bad.
heard somebody call it that, and I was like, it's so true, man.
It's
So
true.
true.
So true. So yeah, dude. Played a little bit of that. That was pretty fun. I don't think I played anything else outside of that. It's really just kind of that stuff. But yeah, Mass Effect's kind of the main. That's my main story game right now. So excited to jump back in. But I don't know, Mike. Did you get the game time in? I saw you in the group chat talking about Mecha Break. Playing that? Or were you just trolling?
Yeah, dude.
Huh?
No, I actually played it. So that's a game that's been on my watch list for like 2 years now. So I was big into Gundam Warrior and stuff like that. Uh, and when the game finally came out, I didn't realize it actually came out on the 1st of July. Like I've been just so busy with work, I didn't even think about it. So I realized the game came out. I think it was like July 5th or something last week, and I was hanging out with one of my buddies, and I was like, "Holy crap, this game came out! You should check it out." I told him everything about the game and like the gameplay and the premise. So I go home, and it's like late at night, but I was like, "Screw it, I'm playing." Like I haven't played a new game in a while. Immediately loaded that up. Did my whole like open what's it called, like my first ever entry like tutorial, and did all that kind of stuff. And then I'm like, okay, this is really cool. I got the hang of it. And then to go to character select, and like you get to create your own character. I was like, holy crap, you can get like really detailed. And then there was just some super weeby stuff in there where you can do like wild stuff with like the characters and create whatever you want to create. It is hypersexualized, let's put it that way. And jiggle physics were a thing. So I'm over here
Nice.
just like, oh my god, they went insane, right? It was like they're definitely going into like they're straddling the line between adult content and like entertainment. But it was so
Okay.
funny to me because I'm just like, you can spend all this time customizing your character, but then when you're actually playing the game, you're in a giant robot
That is
going to
kind of
war,
funny.
and you don't even get to
Kind
see
of
your own
ironic.
character. I'm like,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, there is like a side story. Well, not a side story. There's a main story where you are outside of the mech and you're like walking around within some type of ship or a headquarters or a home base kind of thing. So you do get to actually see yourself. That's important. But I was really surprised. I was like, you're able to go brush your teeth, use the bathroom, and then shower, and they like
that's
tried to
crazy.
show it without showing it. You know, like have you ever played The
Bro.
Sims? When you tell your Sims to go like shower and
Yeah,
like
it's
do
like
hygiene,
pixelated boxes.
it's pixelated. That's kind of what it was like
That's
because
so fun.
it's yeah. And there's a lot of stuff from just like this is pure entertainment, and they definitely know what they're doing
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know.
I will say I was so overstimulated when it came to the gameplay. There's just so much crap like on your screen, and it's not terribly difficult to focus, but it is very easy to miss nuances about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I found myself a couple of times getting like lost. As long as you stay with the team, you're good. But there were moments where I got locked in and I hyper focused on one thing. And then I was like, and then I look around, I'm like, where's my team at? And then all of a sudden I'm surrounded and I'm like, oh god. There's ways to like get out and survive. And that's what I did. But it was pretty intense. The game is free to play. I think it's on mostly all platforms. But man, it's definitely one of those games that you grind. Um, it looks really, really fun. And I'm just excited for it, to be honest. It's a new game, it's exciting, and a couple other games I kind of sort of played was got back on Split Fiction. That was nice. But outside that, man, it was mostly like I had much personal or like free time to play games. So I've been mostly working, and then when I'm not working, I'm just like getting hyper fixated into YouTube marathons of people climbing like K2 and Everest and what would make a human actually do that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, just like just weird stuff. Um, yeah, but I'm getting back into the games. Gonna be doing some Mecha Break, especially this week. This week is the last full push, man. Like because work's been just insane the last like 2 or 3 months. So if I can get past this week, I think we're gonna be smooth sailing again, and I'm really really looking forward to it. At least that's my hope.
I'd say, man,
Yeah,
I double that hope, especially
yeah,
after what you've been talking about. Dang,
yeah.
man. Hope for the best,
It's all
dude.
right though.
Hope
We'll
hope
get
for
it.
some
We'll get it
some
through there.
chill.
Yeah,
need some chill like time for I don't know Zelda or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, dude. I
That's what you
still
need.
haven't played that game. Yeah. And then we can lead up into October when like HCS Charlotte's gonna happen, and of course they do it in my hometown, so I gotta
Yeah.
go. I'm hoping there's gonna be some like secondary Halo stuff where I can like go play old school Halo 2 and 3 and stuff. That'd be fun.
That's what I would hope for. But yeah,
Hmm.
dude. Unfortunately, it might be a it might be a solo trip on your part. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone else in the group chat coming out, dude. It's crazy.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I know enough people still in the Halo community
I mean,
well.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I'm not worried about it.
yeah, nah. You
The
got
only thing I'm
connects.
worried
You
about
got
is
connects.
they don't have MVP, like an MVP section.
Really? Oh,
They
they
gotta
don't have
add, yeah, yeah,
like a VIP
yeah,
kind of thing.
uh,
Dang,
yeah. I'm
crazy.
trying to, yeah, yeah, VIP section. I'm trying to get myself a couple of cocktails while I'm watching people play
I
Halo.
was gonna say that was the best
Uh,
part. When we were, what was it, Raleigh? We were at like you and I were just like
yeah.
we were just getting drinks at a certain point. Because like you and like you were out of the tournament, so we're just like, all right, let's get some drinks.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we were out of the tournament, and I was like, yeah, I just went straight to the bar like the whole time, and then when the free for all started, I was like, pretend that's a beer. I just like placed it right down in front of the monitor. All the kids were like, "What are you doing?"
That's so funny. So I just remember, I don't know, I forgot like what you ordered, but it was like you got like a Jack and Coke or something, and you just like told the guy you just like make it double, and I was just like, okay, this guy's making it double. It's serious over here. It's so funny.
Well, it's easy for me now with Raleigh in particular. It was like we were staying close by, and
Yeah,
also I'm really familiar with the city, and then Charlotte, I live here, man. So
yeah,
I'm not
dude.
driving.
Do that,
We're vibing.
dude. If I went, bro, you best believe, dude. I'm just like, all right, where the beer at or something, dude. Just like, just give me something. That'd be me.
Oh
So
man.
I get it.
I just think it'd be so funny if you're over there, your whole team's cracking beers and just playing competitively in a tournament, and
Yeah.
the other teams are just like, "What are they doing?" And then they're smoking you. It's like
uh,
I think that'd be
it's
funny.
true,
Some people
man.
play better that way, to be honest, but there's a fine line.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Some people probably want to feel
Enough.
like they're at home, you know. So it's like they're hopping on with the
Yeah,
boys, man. Have a couple drinks, you
yeah. It's like it's just the boys. We're just chilling.
know.
It's not about the money.
I'm
We're
not
not
trying to
having a good
win.
time. Yeah. All
So
right,
good.
let's start diving into this week's articles. We only really have like four of them. They're relatively quick, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear a little bit about what you guys say for Subnautica Krafton.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. This is the rare Jason Schreier article. We haven't covered. I mean, like we rarely cover his stuff. I feel like nowadays, but I know especially lately there
It
hasn't been as much like game breaking, like whoa kind of articles. So.
it has been kind of quiet for a while now, I think. So,
But that ends today. As he Jason Schreier, which I used a link that was on his Blue Sky account, and every time the links on his Blue Sky account, he like always links his articles as gifs, and so it's like whoever has the link, it's like a gift, so you just read the article for free. So shout out
oh yeah,
Jason for that, because that's pretty sick. Anyways, he said Krafton delays Subnautica 2 game ahead of $250 million payout. Interesting.
quarter of a billion dollar payout.
250 milli. South Korean publisher announced last week the CEO and founders of Subnautica studio Unknown Worlds were departing, but didn't say why. South Korean video game publisher Krafton Inc. is delaying the release of the highly anticipated survival game Subnautica 2 just months before it was due to pay a $250 million bonus to the development team. The second most wished for upcoming game on the PC platform Steam, Subnautica 2 is originally set to offer early access to players later this year. Schedule changed last week after Krafton pushed out the leadership of its Unknown Worlds entertainment studio, according to people who asked to not be identified because they weren't authorized to talk to press. In a statement shared with Bloomberg News on Wednesday, Krafton said that the game had been delayed until 2026 due to feedback from early tests, and it's solely to improve its quality. It was not influenced by any contractual or financial considerations, the company said. The first Subnautica, released in 2018, was a smash indie hit, selling more than 6 million copies. 3 years later, Krafton purchased Unknown Worlds at an enterprise value of $500 million and said afterwards that the sequel was in the works. The sequel's delay was against the wishes of the studio's former leadership, according to the people. $250 million bonus was due to kick in if Unknown Worlds hit certain revenue targets by the end of 2025, according to the purchase agreement, which was reviewed by Bloomberg. By delaying Subnautica 2 into next year, the company is unlikely to hit those targets, and therefore the employees may not be eligible for the payout, the people said. Unknown Worlds leadership planned to share the additional money with all the studio's employees, which numbered around 100 staff who were at the company at the time of the acquisition were told they were eligible for bonuses ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars to seven figures, people said. Last week, Krafton announced that it had fired Unknown Worlds founders Charlie Cleveland and Max McGuire, as well as Chief Executive Officer Ted Gill. It said Striking Distance Studio CEO Steve Papoutis? That's probably, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Steve Papoutis would take the role, overseeing the studio's overall management and creative direction. Krafton didn't say why it made a leadership change, but said in a press release that, quote, "We owe our players nothing less than the best possible game as soon as possible." In a statement on social media several days later, Cleveland wrote that, quote, "The events of this week have been quite a shock, and that Subnautica 2 is ready for early access release." On Thursday, Krafton issued another statement addressed to our 12 million fellow subnauts. The company said 90% of the $250 million payout was allocated to Unknown Worlds' 3 senior leaders. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read that again.
Of course it was.
That's crazy. I'm about to read that again. That's crazy. The company said 90% of the $250 million payout was allocated to Unknown Worlds' 3 senior leaders. We're going to give it to the team, by the way. We're just going to just give it to all these hardworking developers. Yeah, dude, why not?
I don't know how you don't riot.
That's crazy.
Like, that's just, okay. Cool. That's greed on a whole other level.
I mean, 10% of 250 mil, right? That's 25. Is that right? My math right there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but like, it's a 225 mil. You need to split that, bro. Among 3 people? That's crazy. We could change everyone's life. Let's just like change our lives, you know?
Yeah, it's like let's make a fantastic game because we've got all this money and we can do so many great things, and we can also pay everybody a wonderful wage, and
the
we
bonuses,
can have like the perfect
crazy.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, this is why people revolt. That's what I'm saying. Ridiculous.
Krafton accused the executives of abandoning their responsibilities in order to work on other projects, including a film, leading to delays for the game. We are deeply disappointed by the former leadership's conduct, and above all, we feel a profound betrayal by their failure to honor the trust placed in them by our fans, Krafton said. During a company town hall this week, Papoutis told employees that Krafton didn't believe Subnautica 2 is ready to be released this year, and that the delay was to add more content to the game. When asked whether Subnautica 2 was delayed so Krafton could avoid paying a $250 million bonus, Papoutis said he was not familiar with the specifics of the contract. "It's a good question. I would appreciate patience on this particular topic," he said. According to audio of the town hall reviewed by Bloomberg, he added that the specifics of the acquisition were beyond my current understanding at the moment. Desire of Krafton is to have the very best version of Subnautica 2 available for its early access, he said. While yes, the software that everybody worked on is in a great spot, and it felt like, hey, we should launch this, that wasn't where both parties aligned around. He added that it's never been told to me that we're making this change specifically to impact any earnout or anything like that.
It's insane, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know. How would you feel if you worked at Krafton right now?
Yeah. I'd be like, what's going on? That's like, what is happening? That'd be my only question. So this seems insane.
I'd probably leave if it were me.
Man said it. He's out. I mean,
yeah, just like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's perfectly reasonable. If you just want to leave, it's crazy. I mean, like a payout that size, and then it's like, I mean, it seems like there were early things like, oh yeah, we're gonna pay the people, and I'm sure they were gonna pay the people, pay the devs and stuff to a certain extent. But I mean, just the fact that it's like you're only gonna take 10%, because it's like you're taking 10% and you're gonna divvy it out, but then like you're taking the other 90%. and we're just gonna and like we just assume you're just gonna pocket that and just kind of move on, kind of thing. There's
Well,
not gonna be
100%, yeah.
anything like invested in the company at that point. At least that's my assumption from reading this. So it's just like, oh, that just sucks. It's like
I mean,
you could,
that's the way it feels. That
yeah,
like how it reads. I don't know.
like, hmm.
I would have lost it if I were you.
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, to think too, it's like it's just this like. I mean, I was excited to see like what Subnautica 2 was going to be, kind of like that reveal, and then eventually getting gameplay. Because the article mentioned, 6 million copies was the first game. That's how much it sold, and so it's like people are definitely excited for this and excited to see where this franchise is going to go next. So I think you read something like this, and like as a fan, it's kind of like just like the red flags are starting to come up. You're just not sure. Like it's like is this game going to be good? Now it's like it has like this kind of like it has like a blemish now on the whole like rollout cycle, and it's just like yeah, I would be cautiously optimistic now going into the release of this thing. So I don't know, man. I'm curious to see kind of the gameplay because it's like you have one side saying like, "Oh no, it's definitely ready," and then you have other people trying to push a narrative of like, there's not enough content, so like we want to make sure that there is quote unquote enough content." So it's like you don't know who to
Right.
believe. It's like okay, like it's like well, I don't know. It's just a mess, man. It's a flat out mess.
I mean, the other thing is too. It's a Krafton is a very very successful uh publisher, I guess, developer.
Yeah.
Like PUBG, Toy Clash, Natural Selection.
Bringing back
Um,
Tango. Give me, wasn't it Krafton
yeah,
that did that? Tango GameWorks, dude, bringing it back. It's crazy.
honestly, like that's why I'm just why.
Yeah.
Like,
Which,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean,
Why are you hoarding?
yeah, and it's like no, the credibility of Krafton. I mean, because now that we like talk about that, kind of makes me lean more towards like, okay, maybe like Krafton is actually like maybe they're seeing it like they're saying, and there's like, I don't know about this. Like y'all are saying it's done, but like we manage all these other studios, we have all these eyes on different games, and it's like we see what you guys have, and it's like, oh, there's like just not quite where it should be. So
Yeah,
maybe they are of the wiser to be like, I think y'all should work on this a little bit more. So I don't know. As someone
yeah,
from the outside
kind
looking
of.
in, it's like I want to trust Crafton's opinion more. I mean, although Unknown Worlds, they made a great first game, so it's like it is kind of hard to
That's true.
say to judge who's right.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for them. It's one of those like developing stories where we're just gonna have to wait and see what actually ends up happening. But it is just it doesn't look good the way it's written out by Schreider over here.
Yeah,
It makes it sound like they're taking $225 million and the three executives are holding it. It's like
they're just taking
that's a
225 of that. And just like, all right,
yeah,
that's crazy.
split it up evenly and then go buy a boat, a yacht. You know what I
Give
mean?
me a
It's like
mansion.
what do you? Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I don't know. I definitely have more questions after reading this. I'd love to know more eventually, but who knows if more will actually come out about this. It seems like this may be like the most we get out of at least this part of it. It's kind of just all right. Let's
I
just wait
would
for the
like,
game.
yeah, I would like to think because it's on Bloomberg, they're a little bit more finance heavy, so perhaps we can get more like information of where the money is going to. Where if it's Verge, it's more like hearsay, and it kind of not to like knock the Verge because that's going to be our next two articles, but they're like their way of reporting is more of it's more people focused, whereas Bloomsburg to me is more business finance
Yeah,
focused. Does that make sense? So
yeah.
I think we might get more information coming out as long as Jason Schreier is
That's, that's the thing, man.
focused on it.
If there's anything that's true, it's that Jason Schreier is that guy. Like he's that
That's what I'm
journalist. You know
saying.
what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
goes out, like he knows these companies, and like there's a
So
reason
I-
Bloomberg was like, "We'll pay you $1 billion to come and run our gaming
yeah,
sector," because it's like you know what you're doing. So
he definitely has the connect and he knows what's up. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'd be curious now. Like this, just it makes me more curious to see how Subnautica 2 is going to be. At an early access when it does launch in early access, and kind of was it? I mean, and it'll make me wonder. Like, is it truly content? Like, is there just not much there, or is there actually stuff to work with? So I'm eager to see. I think excited is not the right word. I think I'm just eager to see kind of what this game's going to be like now
Uh,
after this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you ever play the first game?
No, I didn't. I
I
definitely should though.
saw
I
a
mean,
bunch of people play it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen a ton of people play it. A lot of people are like, it's low key a horror game. So I'm
Yeah.
like, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
like,
That's 100% what I've heard.
yeah.
Did Nick play it? I think Nick played it on stream
I don't
for a little bit.
know. Not that I remember, but
Oh.
maybe he did for like
Yeah,
one stream. I don't know.
I mean, Subnautica came out ages ago, the first one,
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah.
think I remember watching a YouTube series of, dude, it might have even been like PewDiePie playing it all the way through when he was
Oh yeah,
still doing YouTube. My
yeah.
man's completely retired now. When
Pretty
did it come
much.
out? 2018? Sounds about right. Came out
Yeah.
in 2018. So, yeah, it's a
Hmm.
cool game. Just wild
Be on my
circumstances.
list. Be on my list.
Yes, sir. Let's hit the next
Oh
one, shall
man.
we?
So another Ubisoft blemish. What do you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Ash Parrish over here at The Verge is covering Ubisoft. So full disclosure, our take on Ubisoft is that they're like dead man walking kind of thing. They just keep making all the wrong decisions with their games, and they can't create a good game. It feels like there's always some type of drama going on. And dude, remember the Ubisoft Forward that came out what like 2 years ago, and you and I both watched it together, and we're like, this is sad.
Dude, it's
And then
bad.
last year they canceled. So what are they
Listen,
doing this year?
quadruple A, they say, when they can't even
Yeah,
hit
okay,
double A. You know what I mean?
that's a fact.
It's like,
Oh,
hmm,
so bad. All right, so this is a pretty serious topic here. So, yeah, three former Ubisoft executives are convicted of sexual and psychological harassment. Serge Hascote, Tommy Francos, I don't know, and Guilherme Patrix, all received suspended prison time and fines for their sentences. Holy crap! So this article was actually written July 2nd, 2025. So that was about over. I mean, geez, that would have been when we were normally like recording. So the
yeah.
1 week where we're like, let's take the week off because it's the holidays, nothing's going on. Breaking
This
news.
Xbox, like, crazy.
Yeah, serious. Happens sometimes. And I even said it. I was like, it's watch the moment we take a week off, it's gonna be chaos.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody cares. Let's go. So, a court in France has sentenced three former Ubisoft executives for sexual and psychological harassment. Harassment. I'm struggling with words. Sorry, guys. Let me zoom in a little bit, though. Serge Hascote, Tommy Francois, and Guillemé Patricks. I'm sure I butchered all the last names, by the way. I'm sorry, but also not sorry because of what they've done. Each received fines and suspended prison sentences for actions that were discovered as part of a years long investigation into sexual harassment and bullying at the game publisher. According to The Guardian, Hascote, Ubisoft's former chief creative officer, alleged allegedly commented that a female employer's mood could be improved if someone were to have sex with her in order to show how to calm her. Francois, dude, that's a wild thing to say. Francois, Ubisoft's former editorial vice president, was additionally convicted of attempted sexual assault, as well as sexual harassment related to an alleged incident where he tried to forcefully kiss a female employee at a party while colleagues held her down. What? Patrick's Patrick's Guillemot, a former game director, was alleged to have thrown furniture in an open plan office space, throwing other objects at employees, and drawing swastikas on a colleague's notebook.
What?
Other. It just sounds made up.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
It's
this is real. Like, what?
this is so crazy. Okay, so a little bit of history here. So the investigations into Ubisoft began in 2020 as part of a hashtag #MeToo movement in video games. Current and former employees took to social media in June 2020 to describe harmful incidents that attitudes at the Far Cry and Assassin's Creed developer that spanned decades. An internal survey conducted at the time reported that out of 14,000 employees surveyed, 25% had seen or experienced workplace misconduct. I remember us talking about that, by the way.
Yeah.
While 20% said they did not feel safe or respected at the company. I don't remember it saying did not feel safe. I remember them saying they didn't feel respected. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's a wild thing. So in the aftermath, several Ubisoft executives, including Escote, resigned. while others, including Francois, were fired. In 2023, five former employees, including Hascoat and Francois, I'm sure I'm destroying their names, were arrested by French police following an investigation into the company. According to the French newspaper Le Monde, uh, I think Monday is just the Monday. Uh, I
One
don't know
day.
how to speak French.
Francois.
So Francois blamed company culture at Ubisoft for his behavior, saying he was a part of a culture that was everywhere in every department and that he didn't think it was abnormal. The Verge has reached out to Ubisoft for comment. Dude, I mean, that's one of the things
Buddy.
that can happen with the culture in a company. If you have a couple of bad apples, then everybody just assumes that's the normal thing. But what I would argue, these are the bad apples. Like,
Yeah.
blaming the culture at a company for you, what did he do? Let's just double check this. The guy who said it wasn't abnormal and it was everywhere and everywhere in the company. Let's see. What did he say again?
Dude, it's oh
Okay, so, yeah. He was additionally convicted of attempted sexual assault as well as sexual harassment related to an alleged incident where he tried to forcefully kiss a female employee at a party while colleagues held her down.
and then he goes, dude, and then he goes with the argument. I hate that argument too. It's like, well, it happens everywhere, so like it's gotta be normal. What? Stop. Let's stop. Let's use our brain. Let's have a coherent thought. What are we doing? Like, dude, there's a thunderstorm ripping through my area right now. I feel like it's just like
It hurt the news.
perfect timing. It's like it hears this and it's like, dude, I'm here, dude.
I swear I don't even know what to say because it's just so insane. Like
Yeah.
do you I mean you work basically corporate kind of style with me where you have to do all the HR videos.
Yeah.
And I know what industry you're in. You're in the like engineering industry. Aren't most of your coworkers men? Just
Yeah.
statistically, that's how
Yeah.
it is for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
most of
it's
my
fair.
coworkers are pretty much all men. Like it's a male dominated industry. The architects that we deal with, it's way more balanced for them. But like engineering
Yeah.
wise, for whatever reason, it's mostly men. It's mostly like first
Right.
gen or like immigrants. Um, there is a little bit of like guy culture that like will permeate a little bit, where
Mhm.
it's like just to say a couple of like stupid comments just to get a laugh to like ease the tension, you know. But it's
Right.
nothing like this is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, this is just abhorrent. It's uncalled for.
It
You know.
unforgivable. I
Yeah. I
think.
mean, this. Yeah. This is. I mean, it's to your point. Like, I read stuff like this, and it's like, I mean, I feel very fortunate for the company I work for. It's like everyone's respectful and adults, right?
Oh
It's like
yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
just like I feel like that's probably majority of companies. At least that's my optimistic view. Is like it's probably for the most part. I think
I
it's like that. But this is insane, man. It's like you almost don't want to. It's harder for me to believe that something like this and there's people like this out there that just they do this and they feel okay with themselves. I mean, they
yeah.
probably don't.
I
That's why they do it. But it's like,
I think the worst I've ever seen from places that I've worked or like my friends have worked at. Well, I'll give you two things. So first is in my industry way more likely to curse. And that has more to do with how like we're directly working with a lot of the contractors that are out in the field.
yeah,
And honestly, sometimes with them, if you curse, they trust you more. It's a very bizarre thing because they're on the freaking elements and the
yeah,
weather.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
skilled tradesmen. Yeah, it's like they're tough dudes, you know.
Yeah.
And ladies, like just in general. It not even like dudes as in like just people is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I do know that in the sales industry, it can get kind of crazy like this. I think I told you I went to like one sales party that was like for the customers and clients and stuff, and they had a freaking bar made of ice with flamethrowers. And I'm looking around, I'm just
I
like,
mean, that sounds like
I'm like,
sales. I
bro,
mean, I mean
it,
that's the thing about sales is you get the extroverted, sometimes like way too out there people
always,
in it because
oh
that's
yeah,
who does the best at sales. So yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
100%, yeah. So that's just one of those scenarios where it's like I could see it getting out of hand and like alcoholism involved, but for
Oh
me
yeah,
personally, man, I do not go to company parties like ever.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go to the end of the year to show face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm 2 drink maximum, and then I'm out.
Yeah. That's one of the things. Yeah. I mean, generally, I've like pretty controlled my drinking, like just in general, but especially if at like a company thing, it's like you ain't catching me like throwing them back.
Oh
Like
no,
it's just not happening.
no.
It's never gonna happen. Yeah.
I mean, that's a wild culture. I mean, to be fair, like, okay, not to be fair, because we can't. This is abhorrent. But what I'm saying is maybe the culture in France is a little bit different.
Yeah.
To where they do their company parties, like people are all like very very close when they're working together. But at the same time, dude, it's like, "Bro, that's your
Yeah.
what are you doing? That's your coworker. Get it together."
Yeah. Like get it
Like,
together, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It's
bro,
dude. Yeah. I mean, there's been certain events I've been at where it's like you just have those. You have those like super cringe moments where it's just like it's like it's not bad enough where you're like, all right, I have to interject, but you're just like, okay, like you said that,
like that. You look around, and you look into like your closest buddy
yeah.
at the
You look
office,
at like the coworkers you're cool with. You're like, what do you think?
you heard that right?
Oh man, yeah, that's where like the lighthearted fun in it comes is when it's like you have those coworkers you're cool with. You're just like you just both get it. Just like all right,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Is like earlier when I was talking about when you're surrounded by enough people, where it's like that little inside like culture of you can just look at each other, and just be like we had a conversation after work, and I was like, "You believe this guy?" It's like, and then you have the side eye comment. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, so
I also
they're
want to
all
say,
going to jail,
yeah, pretty
suspended
much.
prison sentences for actions that were discovered.
Also,
Wow.
I had a guess
Yep.
about the you're saying like Francois or whatever the name was. I had a guess, and I like checked towards the after you read it. I like checked. So according to my like little like audio thing, that is Francois, which I was like, I wonder if
You're
that's
right.
like in my head. I'm
You're
like, I feel like
right.
that's Francois, and so I did it, and it's sure enough, it was like Francois.
You're
So
right.
I was like, oh
Well,
man,
you know what throws me off a little bit though? Is Tommy a French name?
I wouldn't think so, right?
I think that's why it's throwing me off, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Tommy Francois. I don't even know how to say it. Let me see what this thing says.
Hascoit.
Hascoit. Okay, I don't think that's right. Let me just see this.
Patrux.
That's
Patrux.
okay. My thing keeps saying Patrux. I don't. Something tells me that's not Patrux. But let's see what this is.
Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Just
Guillaume. Anyway, Guillaume Patrux. That's what my thing says.
Sorry, guys. I only know like Spanish.
Guillaume
If there's
Patrick.
any language other than English that I
Patrix.
can actually articulate, and French in particular, I'm awful at. Like I went to
Serge
France
Hascout.
for a while, basically like a couple of weeks. I could not adapt. I'm just a stupid foreigner.
Serge Hascout.
Hascout. That's what my thing says. Serge Hascout. But yeah, dude, crazy names. Yeah, the French have interesting names. But yeah, dude. I say lock them up. Throw away the key.
Yeah,
And move on. That's what I say. This is crazy.
It's just so crazy, completely insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild, man.
I don't even know, man. All right. Anyways, shall we?
Fuck through.
Shall we?
Shall. You shall.
Next one. It's over here.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one. I just did a little inside baseball. I did a little start stop of the recording because, as I mentioned before, there's a storm rolling through, some heavy rain going on. So just as a precaution, it's kind of
that's not a bad idea.
I just want to make sure, kind of as we go, I don't lose too much of everything. My power does go out sometimes, so trying to be precautious. Trying to deliver a great episode that we don't have to re-record for you guys.
Facts. Do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. we move on. This is another article, bit of a downer, and one that I know you and I share kind of a sadness about, especially about Perfect Dark. So let's just get into it. Microsoft cancels its Perfect Dark and Everwild Xbox games. The company is closing the initiative too. Yeah, this is let's read through the article. There's a lot going on. I'm sure they'll mention it. So let's get into it. Microsoft is canceling the Perfect Dark and Everwild games as part of sweeping cuts to its Xbox division. This is from Tom Warren and Jay Peters, a joint effort of The Verge, writing this. Matt Booty, Xbox president of game content and studios, revealed that Microsoft will be closing the initiative, the studio behind Perfect Dark, in an internal memo to Xbox employees. This was on July 2nd, this is reported. The cuts are part of layoffs affecting around 9,000 employees across Microsoft, with Turn 10 Studios, the developer behind Forza Motorsport, also hit hard by today's layoffs. Here was Booty's memo to staff. Who's ready to see a corporate memo? Who's ready for this corporate speak? Can't wait. Following Phil's note, I want to share more about the changes to the studio's businesses unit. We have made the decision to stop development of Perfect Dark and Everwild, as well as wind down several unannounced projects across our portfolio. As part of this, we are closing one of our studios, The Initiative. These decisions, along with other changes across our teams, reflect a broader effort to adjust priorities and focus resources to set up our teams for greater success within a changing industry landscape. We did not make these choices lightly. So they say. That's probably my least favorite. That's my least favorite line in these. It's like, do not make these decisions lightly. It's like,
dude,
okay, buddy. Okay. Your last name is Booty. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't get it, man. Why do they always say that? Because what they
it's
could
so
just
annoying.
do.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna go into sidetrack right now. I'll let you keep going. It is annoying.
We did not make these choices lightly. Cap. As each project and team represent years of effort, imagination, and commitment. Yeah. Pretty much. Our overall portfolio strategy is unchanged. Build games that excite our players, continue to grow our biggest franchises, and create new stories, worlds, and characters. We have more than 40 projects in active development, continued momentum on titles shipping this fall, and a strong slate headed into 2026. For those directly affected, we are working closely with HR and studio leadership to provide support, including severance, career transition assistance, and, where possible, opportunities to explore roles on other teams. Everyone across our studios, thank you. Your creativity and resilience continue to define who we are. I believe in the strength of our teams and the direction we're taking on the path ahead. That he didn't even include Booty, because he knows he would get fried. This guy, dude.
What would you say if you saw that, man?
I mean, it's just, it's one of those things. Like, it's been ongoing forever. It's not, we haven't had a month in the past 3 years where there hasn't been some sort of layoffs. But I mean, it's like you look into this, and obviously, the article, I was into the article in this case. I've seen so many different articles and read so many different kind of perspectives and opinions about this, and it seems like, I mean, I even mentioned, I think before we start recording, it seems like everyone's like people critiquing Xbox and especially Game Pass and the whole initiative and all that, like that is louder than ever at this point. And I think they're at a point now where it's like, okay, like I feel like Microsoft's starting to lose some of their loyal customers, and people are like, just like, I mean, it's just crazy kind of how this, it's never ending. And then you look at the Microsoft side, I mean, obviously there's 9,000 cuts from Microsoft as a whole. I mean, some of those are Xbox division, but I mean, a lot of those are also other divisions. And then you start looking at Microsoft's initiative. Like, what's the main thing Microsoft is focusing on right now? And that is 2 letters, AI. And like, that's the main thing. Like, that's what Microsoft's pushing.
Copilot.
That's what Satya, CEO of Microsoft, that's like his big, I mean, he's been so public about like their goals of trying to like cut down as many redundancies as they can. It's like, what can AI take over? What can we do? And like with these initiatives, it's like when they're cutting all these people, it's like it also comes back to money, right? Like, they come to these investors and they want to show them the number go up, and it's like the easiest and quickest way to do that is like, all right, who can we get rid of? Like what makes the most sense to cut? And that's the reality of it. And Microsoft wouldn't be worth
for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft wouldn't be worth the money that they are if they didn't do this, and so it's not necessarily like this is like some special case, but I mean, just the fact that the gaming division gets hit with all this, and I mean, the fact that anyone gets hit with this is, it's terrible, especially with how much money they make. But I mean, the fact that the gaming division's, not a I guess left alone is just kind of icing on the poop cake, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I just feel like the Xbox the Xbox business model has changed drastically. They're not really in the business of making new games. They're just rehashing old stuff. The only people who are actually making new games are the indie developers that sign up via the Xbox Game Pass, like sharing program.
ID at Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah, the ID Xbox is the main thing that they always try to focus on. So and it's kind of sad because I think they realized that there's a famous actress that did this, and I wish I could remember her name, and I'll give the example in a second. But it's as if they're inviting indie developers of all shapes and sizes to come join Xbox Game Pass, get a portion of the revenue based on playtime or the amount of people playing their game. And then if it's a really good game, they sign them to build the sequel. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of like what their business model is. And a good example of that is this actress, very, very famous. I think she was in I can picture her. She's blonde, but I mean, every actress feels like it's blonde. So what she does is she decided to create a publishing company for books, and when writers give her the book, she publishes their book, and her whole thing that she does, and I'm sure she makes just enough to stay positive with like the publishing and the printing and distribution aspect of it, but she gives the rest of the money to the writers and the editors or whoever else took to make these books. And what she wants out of it ultimately is the royalties or the rights for that book to become a movie. So it's like as long as the book's successful, she's helping out people get books out there. But if it ever goes into a movie, that's where the real money is. Not the real money, but it's like that's where the big ticket money is for her because
Yeah.
she'll own the rights, and that's kind of like what matters more
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
for what she does. So I think that's kind of what like Xbox is doing, but on video game aspect level. Uh, and also, side note, just going back to like Perfect Dark and Everwilds and stuff, we hadn't seen much of anything for either of those two
Yeah.
games, and since the initial launch. It was like the throwback for rare games making it onto the arcade, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, Everwild is here, and so is Perfect Dark," and then that was it. I haven't heard or seen
Yeah.
anything since.
Yeah. I mean, we saw like I think it was like one kind of gameplay trailer kind of thing for Perfect Dark, and it seemed very something about it that was just kind of like I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I think some of it was like cinematic and just like it's like I don't know, they were trying to push it as gameplay, but I don't know, there's something off, I think, about it. It was kind of like I
Oh
mean, it
yeah,
looked great, but I just didn't think it was like direct gameplay. So, I guess there's no surprise that eventually they just canned it. But I was also looking forward to see like, okay, I've never played the original Perfect Dark, so like this was going to be a moment for me to be like, all right, let's check
yeah,
out the reboot. Like, give me in the series. And so now it's like we don't get that. At least now it's. I mean, who knows? Maybe someone else will do it. But at least right now it's kind of just like we have to wait.
yeah. I mean, also Rare has been working on Everwild for like 6 whole years. So, what happens to all that
Yeah,
work? Does it just go into a vault, or do
yeah.
they
It's
hit
like
the
it just
delete button and it
yeah, I know.
disappears?
Makes you wonder. It's like who will anyone ever pick it up? I mean, we don't know. So I would hope
No, and
so.
Everwild,
It's
dude,
like
it looks so good, which makes it even more annoying.
yeah.
It reminded me of just old school classic Rare. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
sad.
man. It's I don't know. It just stinks. I mean, there's a lot of studios I think that were affected in one way or another. Some more so than others, obviously, but um,
Agreed.
it's just never gonna end, man. It's never gonna end. Are we gonna get solid releases, dude? All the solid releases can either be some indie game no one's ever heard of, or a AAA title that was in the works for a while that just hits the right amount of like I don't know, just hits. It's just it's a lightning strike every now and again in AAA where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that hits and that's fire. Let's go. I don't know. I don't know, dude. A lot of AAA, it's like people are pretty down. A lot of big franchises right now, so it's be hard to draw people in.
Yeah, I think the industry as a whole has gotten a little bit too bloated. Creating an entire industry off of one game just seems ridiculous,
Yeah,
you know. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We also need to get away from like probably these free-to-play franchises and battle passes or subscription-based model within the game to keep them alive. Like I understand that's how World of Warcraft became so successful. I understand that's kind of how like Fortnite perfected the art of selling skins. But not everybody is a World of Warcraft. Not everybody is a Fortnite. Just sometimes we need a good single player game. I think we get those still. I mean, just judging by every game of the year, winner has been single player games lately. It's really, really good. But it's always disappointing when you see very enticing games get shut down. But who knows? We don't really know if the game is going to be good or not.
We
What
don't.
we do know is that it's a buttload of layoffs in a very short amount of time, which is not good.
Yeah. Just not
Yeah.
good at all, man. Yeah. Oh man, I hope. I might. You know what? I'm not gonna say because it's just gonna keep happening. Like I can't sit here and be like, oh, I hope this is all gonna die down. I've been saying that for 2 years, bro. What am I doing, bro?
Yeah, I don't think
Faking
it's gonna
myself
die
out.
down. I think there was a lot of people that went into the gaming industry over the course of the last like decade or two. People that grew up with video games since they were like little kids. Like think about the first time you played a video game. Your child. And now you've since
Thanks.
gone to school. It's like there were people that wanted to join the gaming industry, and like esports is finally super popular and very successful. It's very new industry. There are growing pains, and I think this is one of the most painful growing pains. I think.
This is the teenage years, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the rebellion. It's the I don't know. It's the not one to conform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're in our teenage rebellion era.
I'm gonna be so different. It's crazy.
I got something different for you.
Oh. Woo.
All right, moving on. Next article. This one's coming from good old GameSpot. Yes, they still exist. Eddie McCutch. Kutcher? Kutcher? Kutch? I think it's Kutch. Eddie over here at GameSpot wrote an article. It's called "Now You Can Buy In-Game DLC and Pay It Off Later. You can soon pay
Subnautica.
off in-game items in 4 installments." That's right. Just when you thought you could do a buy now, pay here later for your furniture, you can do it for your cars, you can do it for your video games, you can do it for, I don't know, your bills. They got Affirm.
Do it for your
the Affirm
DoorDash.
stuff?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ordering food
that's
for
right.
DoorDash.
You got an OF? Pay in 4 installments, bro. $2.99. Patreon? Yeah, we got that too. Yeah, I said it. All right, buy now, pay freaking later. Unfortunate services. Just you broke. Admit it, you're broke. All right, let's go. Buy now, pay later. BNPL. Services are becoming more and more popular, and now one buy now, pay later provider has announced a deal with the gaming company to allow people to finance in-game purchases. Affirm has partnered with gaming commerce company Exola to allow people to use Affirm to pay off in-game purchases of $50 or more on payment plans. Affirm offers interest-free bi-weekly payment plans or longer-term monthly installments that incur interest. By the way, side note about Affirm, there's a bunch of other companies like this, but I remember reading something about Affirm or seeing a video. I didn't fact check it. I should have. So I'm going to just spread fake news right now. Affirm is apparently leveraged to the freaking tilt, and nobody's paying back their stuff, is what I've heard.
Oh, how about that?
So what's happened is like you can buy groceries using Affirm. Now you can buy video games using Affirm, and it just like has compounded so much. And the people that have been using Affirm are now choosing not to pay their payments back. Like, do you understand what happens to a company like Affirm if nobody pays it back?
Build your business model on debt. Here we are.
Yep.
See what happens.
And targeting you're targeting people that I got to be real, and this is going to be very insensitive, but it's a fact on finances. If you need to purchase something that you like, not even need, if you want to purchase something that is entertainment purposes only, and you're spending a little over $50, like you broke. You broke.
Get your bread right.
That's just.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's like I'm not going after the people that need money for food.
Yeah, like seriously
That's
struggling.
that's Yeah, that's like a desperate situation. I hope you're never in that situation. It sucks. But why are you over here financing in-game DLC, bro?
This is not a necessity, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the heck? All right, let's keep going. So this will work similarly to how it does already where Affirm is supported. So for supported in-game content, players can choose Affirm at checkout. Then Affirm will run a credit check, and then players can choose a payment plan that works for them. This is live now in the US and it's coming to Canada and the UK soon. Good luck making it in the UK, bro. I know they're not in the EU anymore, but holy crap. They don't even mess around with sports betting on t-shirts, my guy. They get pissed. The culture is different over there. Oh, it was Klarna. That's the other one. Holy crap, let's get into it. All right. I just saw a couple of I'm heated right now. We're talking finance, boys. Let's go. So Xsolla said it's already in business with thousands of game developers for its services, but a complete list of games and in-game content was not published by this Affirm partnership. Think about this, dude. Remember how all the backtracks and stuff like that of like mom and dad getting all upset that little Jimmy and little Timmy and
Swiping the
little
credit card.
Marla, yeah, is over here swiping their credit card, buying like thousands of dollars worth of in-game currencies, and then all of a sudden all these developers are going out of their way to make it so it's difficult to spend using the credit card, mommy and daddy's credit card. You gotta have like two-factor authentication. By the way, you can have that regardless. But dude, Affirm is also gonna be put in there. It's just like one more thing. One more thing, bro.
Uh,
Turn 18. Why don't you sign up for Affirm, man? You got this.
yeah, bro. Affirm credit card. Yeah, that's probably a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Venmo credit card, PayPal credit card.
Venmo, PayPal, they all have credit cards.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Hey, you want to go to like, I don't know, at home, whatever the freaking grocery store, not the store, the furniture store is? They'll give you a credit card.
Oh yeah, want to go to Rent a
Best Buy
Center? We
has
got you.
yeah. Best Buy's got a credit card.
Yeah, I know.
Walmart's
Yeah.
got one.
JCPenney. There you go. If
Yeah.
JCPenney still exists, I assume they do.
If I ever see a credit card option at a grocery store, it's a wrap.
Food Line credit card, dude. It's gonna happen.
Do they exist?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, dude.
Let's find out. I know we're
I mean,
going
Walmart
way
has to
on
have a credit
tangent.
card. Kidding me? It's Walmart. They gotta have one.
Oh my
Kroger, they
God.
might have one.
Oh, Kroger's evil.
Kroger, dude. Harris Teeter, I'm sure they have a credit card. Probably go check that.
Okay, there is something called Lion Share Credit Union, which I believe. No, that might. Well, no, that has the same logo as Food Lion in the background. Yeah, that's a Food Lion Credit Union, but that's no different than like what Walmart does, where Walmart has like their own little bank in there. I think it's Western Credit Union.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it used to be like Wood Forest or whatever. I don't forget what they call it.
Yeah, the switches whatever deal comes through.
Yeah, it's like.
Anyways, where am I at?
Boss, get your pay a day early. Anyway.
Okay. We're at the one more thing to keep in line, right? Keep in mind. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind when using buy now pay later services is that going forward, some credit reports providers have announced plans to add buy now pay later loans to their reports. They don't already do that,
I'm kind of surprised they don't already do that.
but they definitely
Figured that was a thing, bro.
according to maybe what I must be thinking payday loans.
Yeah, maybe.
Payday loans are definitely on there. So
Yeah.
according to Motley Crue, 56% of customers have used buy now pay later services at least once, up from 38% the year prior.
Did you say according to Motley Crue?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. My bad. According to Motley Fool, sorry. Dude, I've been saying that a lot recently. My brain's so fried at work. I've been mixing up everything. Have you ever used a buy now pay later loan?
I was trying to think about it. I think I have to this point I haven't. I think up to this point I've never used it. And I don't plan to ever use one. I mean, we'll see how my financial situation changes, but I don't know. I've never felt a desire to use one.
I did it for Bonnaroo season tickets. Or not season tickets, Bonnaroo. Yeah, 0% interest whatsoever, and it was more. I think I don't even know if it counts. It's not a loan. because it was like I signed up to make the payments, and
Yeah.
it was a payment plan.
I see what you're
It's
saying.
like what's it called? Like a layaway? Is that what it's called at some places?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of an older term, I think. But yeah,
Yeah,
kind of a layaway. I mean that's essentially what it is, right? Like you pay a small amount up front, and then over time you just kind
yeah.
of paying it off.
You just pay it off. Yeah.
You just reserve it, kind of thing. And,
It's really honestly that's what it was because I could cancel my payments at any time
mm,
and I wouldn't owe
mm,
anything. So it in that way it's like it's not a debt really.
yeah,
It's like
not really.
something you're paying towards to get whatever. That's the most I've ever done. I've never done like these payday loans.
Yeah,
Buy now, pay later. All right, so this is just the latest extension of buy now, pay later into new areas, following Klarna's much meme deal with DoorDash to allow people to finance their burritos. That's a fact. You can now use Klarna buy now, pay later loan on DoorDash. Nuts. As people are well aware, life is expensive these days, and being able to pay off in-game DLC on a payment plan might be attractive to the huge contingent of young people who are spending less on video games these days. Why are
Mm,
they spending less on video games these days? Oh, most games are free to play. Yeah,
yeah,
that would make sense.
build your
And
model off that.
also,
It's like, why would I buy games?
yeah, yeah, like
I
what the
could fire
hell?
up Roblox and play COD right now. Why would I purchase Call of Duty?
Yeah, why would I buy? Yeah, or better yet, I can just steal it, like just get a modded version and play off a closed server. And also, it's like it goes into the Game Pass, the PlayStation stuff. Steam has like crazy freaking deals all the time. It's a
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you don't need to spend a buttload of money, but the DLC, bro, like I want to know which list of games is going to be on Affirm's partnership with Zola.
yeah. I mean, I'm curious too. Let's talk about Zola said it's already in business with thousands of developers.
Yeah, that makes me
Excuse me?
think it's going to be just everybody, you know.
Everywhere, bro. It's crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know, dude. Some of my favorite kind of like payday loan apps, like, cause that's the thing now, right? Like, there's like
Yeah,
apps where you can get like, I need $100 right now, and like one of them is called Dave, which I think's hilarious. Because if you think of like if you know anything about Dave Ramsey and like his whole thing, it's
yeah.
like it's so funny how they chose Dave as the name. It's like what, but yeah, that's like I know that's one. There's a couple others. The names are leaving me, but it's like there's a few at this point. It's like you could do like the get
See.
your $100 today. And, it's crazy. Like,
Affirm and Klarna.
I mean,
What are we saying?
or PayPal has a payment plan thing.
Common companies, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, payday loan apps. Hey, dude, there's
It's just so crazy. Yeah, they're both on Amazon, Walmart, and Nike. It's just I feel like it's so predatory. It's not right, man. Afterpay is another one.
Afterpay. Yeah.
Yeah, Afterpay, Zezel,
Or
PayPal
wait, is it
Credit.
no? Zell's the transfer, right? Or do they do pay? I don't know.
Yeah, Zelle is the transfer.
Yeah, they
Sezzle is Sezzle,
uh
or Split It, dude. What the
split it.
fuck?
I mean,
Like
that's like the least creative name out of the bunch. Split it.
that's true.
What do we call the service?
Top.
Split it.
What? How many are there?
Oh, it's
OpenPay, Four, Split It, Zip, Tamara, Dabby, Latitude, Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay, bro. Like,
yeah, that's so many.
just stop, man. Just stop.
So many.
They make so much
Dude,
money. I hope nobody pays them back.
I'm about to go in the App Store right now. I want to go in the App
You
Store.
gonna
I'm just
type
gonna
in
do
buy now?
payday. I'm just gonna do like payday, whatever payday.
No, you're gonna get a video game payday.
Cash advance. Okay, here we go. Daily pay. That's one. Earnin. That's the other one. Earnin.
Earning, yeah.
Beyond cash advance. Earnin.
So gross.
Yeah. True Finance. That's another one. There's Dave, which is one I talked about. And it's like, think about Dave. It's like little bear, you know.
Oh yeah.
Little Dave. Payday advance. Payday bridge. That's another one. Clover. That's another one. Instant cash advance. Empower. That's another cash advance app.
Yeah.
I can keep going. Float Me. That's another one. It's Bridget. That's another one. Rain Instant Pay, Tap Check, Possible, Money Lion, Branch, Voila Finance. Love that. All right, it says Vola. I'm assuming that's I don't know. Buy Flex Pay, Clio AI, Smart Money Manager. Okay, I guess it's more of a manager. Get Paid Early, Instant Cash, Grid Money, Paid Keeper. I mean, there's just like keep going. Credit Genie, like Grant, Beam. I mean, there's B9 Cash Advance, Gerald. They literally have an app called Gerald. This Cash Advance, Instant Financial, Money App, Albert, Budgeting and Banking. That's probably I don't know, get into other stuff now, but Fail. It's just insane, man. And this is all on just the Apple App Store that you can just download any of those, get $100 today, and then don't pay it, and then all of a sudden you owe $300. And a lot of these I've learned also have a tipping service, which is how they make a lot of their money. So it's like if you get cash advanced, if you tip a certain amount, you can take out more money. And so it's a way to incentivize people to give them money to get money quicker. And it's just dude, it's so predatory. It's just bad. Like you see all these. I mean, pretty much what we're saying is buy now, pay later. Out of like especially in terms of like wants, like you probably should avoid it. But like I mean, there's some that are like interest free, blah blah blah. Like you pay them off on time. Like if you can manage it, I'm not necessarily saying you should never do it in your entire life. But like also like you should be able to manage your own money, save up, and delay gratification, the whole thing, right? So I don't know.
I hear you, but what's the reward package? Because you can basically go get a travel card, and every point that you have it can be used for bonuses or free nights at a hotel or to fly, or rental cars. Like there are other options,
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you use the buy now pay later unless your credit's trash and you can't get a good like credit card?
Yeah.
Because apparently these buy now pay laters don't show up on your credit report.
No.
So they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think stuff like this for non-necessity should be illegal.
I
Or
mean,
banned, or
I'm not saying you're wrong.
or unprofitable to do as a business, because that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Just
crazy.
insane. Yeah, you know what would be fun, and I wish game developers went this way instead. Obviously, they're getting paid handsomely with these partnerships to actually implement Affirm into every one of these developers' games. But why don't they just come up with like a way to earn in-game currency so that you can purchase the skins? Like, why is that not a thing?
Yeah.
I know some games do that, but they kind of max out how much you can actually earn to where you inevitably have to spend money in
What's
order
like, I think if you
DLC
do
and
that,
stuff.
like, I'm very optimistic on this take, but I think if you do that too, you play the long game, right? Because if you have a way to effectively get in-game currency for people to buy the skins and stuff they want, I would think inherently they're going to play the game more. And when they play the game more, they're going to
Yeah.
respect the developer to be like, oh, like they're actually like giving us an option to do this for free and to be able to build our character and, be able to wear what we
Yeah.
want over time. It's like, okay, and in turn, you release more stuff. People are going to be more inclined to support you and give money for certain things, right? Like, I just think overall, it's like if you play like super pro consumer, it does have greater long-term benefit, in my opinion. Because I think now it's like we're playing the game of just like instantly, because they know a lot of people will just instantly spend money to get what they want in terms of like skins and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the economy we're in. I feel like you played a long
Yeah.
game, you give people. I really, it'd be so nice if there was developers just like, hey, there's a way you can effectively earn these specific skins without having to grind a ton of hours. Like you could just get it
That would be nice.
from just what you're
Yeah.
normally playing, and then eventually you build up that trust, and then you have loyal customers. Whatever
Yeah.
you put out in the future, they're gonna be like, I'm buying that, I'm supporting this. So I don't know, that's my take, but maybe that's too optimistic.
I like a merit-based reward system in different aspects too, because I remember I got invited to a couple of like the early Halo 3 or Halo Reach invite codes I got was because I was active on the forums and they got to see my linked account and they saw how many other games I played and what my hours were, so they knew like, okay, this person's a Halo fan, we should give them the option to play.
Yeah.
And there are other developers that kind of do that throwback-ish, but it's not enough. I see what you're saying though. It is very dicey. Like it's a tough situation because they know people are going to be spending money just for something that they see that they think is really cool. I mean, I've done that before. where I see like really cool things. A good example, the last time I did it, I think, was like Spellbreak. It was a couple of skins where I'm like, this is amazing, and it was like super cheap. It was like $2, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, why not? Why would I not do that? That's cool. But then you have other opportunities where if you paywall lock abilities that make you better in a PvP style game, that's just so annoying because it becomes like a pay to play or pay to win
Yeah.
scenario. A good example of that is the that Nintendo Switch game with Pokemon, where it was kind of like League of Legends. I can't think of the name right now, but I was really really good at that game, and then I would just get
Oh yeah.
completely nuked by other people who just came in and dropped $100 and upgraded their character set. It's like, okay, cool, that was fun. I just won't be playing anymore, seriously, because
Yeah.
you killed the fun for me. It's like I have to pay a lot of money to like compete with people now. I like, if I'm playing a PvP, I want it to be merit based. I want everybody to be at the same playing field. But you're telling me they have an advantage because they put their credit card into their controller? Come on. What are we doing?
Give
It's
me
not
out,
fun.
dude. Give me out.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. It's and also half the stuff that they're charging for in some of these games would have been in the game initially at launch about 10 plus years ago. But now
Yeah.
they like
I mean,
paywall
yeah. I mean, people. People like
normal
us that have been
features too.
gaming forever. It's like we knew what
Yeah.
the better side looked like in terms of monetization. So you see all this stuff
Yes.
now, and it's just like, it's not something we grew up with, and we're not. It's like we've seen the greed seep in the gaming industry over the past
And
decade and a half.
it's freaking pain, dude. It's really
Yeah.
tough to deal with.
Yeah, dude. It is, man. I would like a better future in terms of monetization. Let's not have
Yeah.
to like, spend money for stuff that we want in games. However, I fear that we have reached the point of no return when it comes to monetization. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe it'll correct itself, perhaps. But yeah, you might be right. But that's all. That's all that really matters for now.
At the end of the
I think
day,
that's it for.
vote with your
Go ahead.
wallet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
That's what you have
I
to do
just
at
don't.
this point.
Yeah, it's the only way they listen, and it's the only way that I mean they're doing everything at the behest of their shareholders and their investors.
Always.
It's all about the numbers. But anyhow, that's all the articles we had for this week. And I did want to mention one quick thing that we didn't even think about. It is Amazon Prime Day.
True,
So
yeah. True.
yeah, it's
True.
what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Amazon Prime Day, all sales going on right now. So if you want to spend a buttload of money,
So if you're watching this
now's your
on
time.
July 11th, go to
Yeah,
Amazon.
only when this episode comes out. After that, rip.
After that, maybe next year.
I'm hoping.
Next year.
I'm hoping Amazon Prime Day is pretty slow this year. To be honest, I want the corpos to feel it. I want them to feel the pain.
Yeah, I haven't done
I
much.
think a lot of people are just chilling.
Yeah,
just
I
spending.
haven't done like any Prime Day shopping. I mean, I think
I
my recent
didn't even know about it.
my recent financial hits does not make it so that I could easily spend on a Prime Day right now. So just kind of chilling.
Oh yeah. Well, have you heard of buy now pay later loans? This could really work for you.
Have you heard of Afterpay? You know what?
Geez,
You're right, Clay.
You're right. Why can't I?
I just purchased 6 things and I only paid $40.
Jeez, man. I would love a new TV. I need one so bad right now. So what we've been doing, first of all, thanks for people that are sticking around. But the TV that we have, when it's not a smart TV, so we have a Fire Stick plugged into it, and when we kind of like just doom scroll and we're chilling and it's on the home screen, it'll eventually turn off the Fire Stick, and it naturally has this really deep blue color. And my theory is that because we kept letting that happen and the TV stayed on, my TV now has a very blue tint all the time.
That'd be funny.
So yeah, you can kind of get used to it, but there are definitely moments where I was watching hockey during the playoffs and the ice is blue. And it's like, oh my gosh, dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I've seen some TVs that are just messed up. You go to someone's
Oh
place and you're
yeah.
just like, dude, you need a new TV, man. It's like
Oh yeah,
red.
mine's
You're like, what is going on, dude?
mine is totally totally busted, and there's nothing I can do to fix it.
Yeah.
And I'm over here looking at like an Insignia, 4K,
The
43%
Walmart brand.
off. Uh, oh
Oh,
yeah, dude. Oh, it's Best Buy brand,
oh, that's right.
$170
Yeah,
for
Best Buy.
4K. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it's not real 4K though.
could be upscaled. Could be could break in a year. You never know.
Yeah, you really, yeah, honestly, at this point, I think my next TV is going to be like an LG. I
Yeah,
think
that's the bougie stuff, man. It's good though.
trying to go. Yeah, I haven't really treated myself to a nice TV in a very, very long time. The newest
Yeah.
thing I got in here is this monitor I have right here, and that's 5 years old now. Oh, no. It's probably about 2 or 3. Now that I think about it, this one's 5. That's 2 or 3. That's about this one right here.
Yeah.
You've seen it, the really small one. That sucker is like 20
Oh, dude,
years.
yeah.
It's
Dude,
so old.
I'm pretty sure all the monitors I have right now in this room, they're all like 7 to 8 years old, around there. I mean, they're
Yeah,
just 144.
yeah.
And at the time, I was like lit. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. So, yeah, newest thing about my PC, I think, is my graphics card, and that's 2 years old at this point. So,
Oh yeah.
oh man, it's crazy, dude.
Oh
When that
shit.
decade hits, I'm gonna have to start forking out some money for some new parts for sure. So,
Oh yeah. That's a fact.
I gotta start saving.
Where,
Gotta start saving.
yeah. I gotta start making more money. Let me get to work.
Time to blow this pot
All
up.
right, man.
It's good.
That's a fact. Next week, hopefully, please let me finally get over the hump of work, and then we could really start diving back into the shorts and the segments. And honestly, I could use that right now. Just a little bit of that, not like popping off, but just like get my mind off of work because that's all it's been on for literally like 2 months straight, and I'm tired
Sure.
of talking about it. People are
Yeah.
here tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, I need to come out of short retirement soon, and just start cranking out some shorts again.
Yeah, we're both getting cooked.
Yeah.
It'll be okay though. End of summer next week. By the way, very sad. I didn't go to the pool at all. It's been dark times. But I think that's all we really got for today. Let's
Oh, man.
let's wrap up. Do you have anything to add, Kyle? You excited to be back?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm excited to be back. Just
Yeah,
remember,
man.
everyone, vote with your wallet. And
It's a fact. Don't
yeah,
do the buy now pay later. Just don't.
just
It's
don't do it,
ridiculous.
man. Don't do it.
And also, don't be a greedy exec holding $225 million between 3 people.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't sexually harass your coworkers.
Crazy concept.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, apparently
Just mind your
for
own
some reason
business.
we're
Like, it's
still
crazy.
yeah, still having that conversation in 2025. Insane.
Be an adult. Be
Yep.
a responsible adult.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. Microsoft. Like they're kind of like this. Like the trajectory is kind of like it's like boop, doop, doop, doop. Like that's Microsoft right now. I feel
Well,
like.
I
We'll
think
see. We'll see.
Microsoft is always going to be around, and
Yeah, it's never gonna just like. But
you essentially need everybody to switch to Apple or Linux.
it's not gonna.
And
happen.
I'm sorry.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. No, it's just not.
I mean, Microsoft's
Like
gonna be around
companies,
forever. Never
yeah.
gonna die.
They have other reasons why they drive me insane. Like they need to fix Windows bad. Some of the stuff that they've implemented has made things astronomically worse for the user experience, and it's really, really irritating to see.
Do you
But
know what's gonna
okay.
fix Windows, dude? Copilot, and insert the graphic, and then AI.
Yeah,
That's Microsoft
gosh,
right now.
all
They're
right.
just they're trying to win that AI battle, man. At the expense of thousands of employees and I don't know
Sick.
gains.
They really want indentured servitude
Yeah,
from everybody.
they really just want
Like,
yo, if AI can do it, cut the human that was responsible for it previously. That's what they're at right now. It's crazy,
it's
man.
gross, man. I hate it. I'm trying not to lose it, but I hate it. All right, let's finish the rambling. We're over an hour. Let's talk about how we'll be back next week and what to expect. First of all, we have all the links in the description of every article that we've covered today. We also have timestamps that you should definitely check out. And as per usual, you will see us next week, Friday, 6 a.m. I think is when we publish.
bright and early, dude.
Take 1 week off, and I forget. Hope the truckers get their daily download from us when they're heading home on Fridays. That's the goal. All right. You have anything to add, Kyle? Let's let the people go.
No, dude. Hey, get out of here, man. Go enjoy summer. Play some games. I don't know, dude.
Facts. Yeah. Pet your cat. Hang out with your dog.
True.
We'll see you guys later. This has been the M2 Podcast. I'm Michael Ante. That is Kyle Heath. And we will see you in the next one. Take it easy and keep gaming. Play Mecha Break. There's some really weird weeb stuff in there.